Hey all my friends, Miss Susie here for another Sunday school lesson, and we are on our second Sunday of Lent. Remember Miss Susie talked a little about Lent last week because we just started Lent with Ash Wednesday happening, and then we have, who remembers, 40 days of Lent based on when Jesus went into the wilderness and fasted for 40 days. And so now we have this time of Lent. If you remember right, we talked about our calendar, and if we counted through our calendar from Ash Wednesday to Easter, it would be more than 40 days. But we don't count the Sundays. We sort of consider those little mini Easters. So my friends, I hope you have been doing your daily challenge guide. Miss Susie has been trying to think about these things and do these things. Week 2 in our guide had some interesting things to do. One of the days it said, say something nice behind someone's back. Now you may be going, oh, Miss Susie, what does that mean exactly? Do I get behind their back and say something nice? Well, that's sort of a phrase adults use, and it actually is usually something bad. People are talking behind your back. That means they're really saying things that aren't very nice, and they're not saying it to you. They're saying it gossipy to their friends behind. But what we want to change, remember, we're trying to walk his ways, walk like Jesus. So we want to say something nice. It's always just good to say something nice. No need to say anything bad. Say something nice about someone. One I thought was good here because Pastor Maria had been talking to us about being good neighbors, and we had something here, do something nice for your neighbor. And you may be saying, well, Miss Susie, it is still COVID and we need to be careful. And you are exactly right. We need to be careful. But you know, we've gotten some snow, and you could shovel your neighbor's driveway or their sidewalk. And that would be doing something nice for your neighbor, and you don't even have to go up to them or go near their house. You can just shovel. So all kinds of great things because we are learning to walk his ways. Remember, we made our shoe last week, and we have our little shoes on here because we're doing things for family, for friends, but then our neighbors, and then our world. We're trying to do all kinds of great things to walk his way as we walk through this season of Lent. And today's lesson for Lent that we're going to talk about is maybe a parable some of you are familiar with. Remember, a parable is just the way that Jesus taught us lessons through stories. And today's one is called the parable of the Good Samaritan. Now, the Good Samaritan is the story of the man that he gets beat up on the side of the road, and he's hurt and he's injured, and a few people pass by, one being what we would call like a pastor, walked right by, but then a man that was called a Samaritan. And so you understand what this means. It would be like, you know how Miss Susie likes her football and likes her Chiefs, and you know we love the Chiefs, and that means we usually don't like the Raiders. They're a team we don't like. So it would be like one of our Chiefs players being hurt and all his Chiefs player friends walking by and not helping him, but a Raider player coming over and helping him. That's what this story is like. The Good Samaritan, they were not known as friends, the man that got injured and the Samaritan, but yet he helps him. The Good Samaritan. So I'm going to bring my youth friends out here in a video so you can maybe see a different version of this story and how it might relate more to you. So Miss Susie's going to bring up her computer here, and I am going to play our story. Get it up here. All right, just trying to start it here.
How come none of these houses look familiar? I just went to the store for a pack of gum, and I guess... Oh no! I must have made a wrong turn somewhere. This is not my neighborhood. I'm lost! grip. Maybe I can get someone to help me. Oh, maybe they'll help me. Hey, could you help me, please? Excuse me. Hey.
What is your problem?
Well, I'm on my way home from the store, and I guess I took a wrong turn.
And I care because...
I just thought maybe you could help me.
Well, you got wrong, so buzz off.
Sorry, I'm not sure I'm the one with the problem. What am I going to do? I couldn't get help and I'm still lost. Alright, maybe all is not lost. Maybe I can find someone who will help me. Excuse me?
Hey kid, watch where you're going.
I'm sorry, I was lost and I was hoping...
Can't you see I'm in a hurry here? I don't have time to be helping lost kids. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Oh, sorry. Now what? That's two people that wouldn't help me. Oh no, what if no one will help me? I'll be lost forever.
Hey, what's the matter?
What?
I said, what's wrong?
I went to get a pack of gum and on my way home, I guess I made a wrong turn because now I'm lost.
Whoa, calm down. Everything will be okay. I'm sure we can get you home.
You mean you're gonna help me?
Why wouldn't I?
Well, somebody else passed by, but they didn't seem to think it was their business to help a lost kid. And someone else passed by, but they were in too much of a hurry.
Well, don't you worry, because I'm here now and we're going to get you home. Do you know your address?
Yeah, it's 2121 Pine Street.
Pine Street. Oh, I see what happened. You made a right when you came out of the store when you should have made a left. You're taking the long way home. Pine Street is just on the other side of Jackson Boulevard.
You mean you know how to get me home?
Sure do. It's right this way.
Thanks. Thanks a lot. You saved the day.
All right, my friends. So let's talk a little about what we just saw. So, what was happening in our story? It was a friend that was lost, right? Came out of the store and he turned the wrong way and he got all turned around and he was lost. And who in the story would you say did the right thing? Or maybe in the words of Pastor Maria, was the good neighbor. Who was the good neighbor? Was the first one? That one, if I remember right, just said, buzz off. Don't bother me. They were busy singing. And then the second one, they ran into him. They were so busy looking at their watch. She was like, I gotta go. I'm in a hurry. I can't help you. But the third one came out and helped the lost boy. I'm thinking that was our good neighbor. Sort of like the good Samaritan in our Bible story. Came and helped the boy find his way home. So, my friends, who is your neighbor? Who is your neighbor? Is it only the people? If Miss Susie walked out of her house right now and looked around, are those her neighbors? Well, they're my neighbors. You're right. But are they my only neighbors? No. If we read in our Bible, everyone's our neighbor. Everyone's our neighbor. And certainly there are times that people need our help. And they might not even be just outside our doors. They could be in a whole other country. And maybe they need food to eat. They need clean water. But everyone is our neighbor. Not just the people nearby. Not just the people who look like us or act like us. Or maybe we call our friends. But everybody's our neighbor. And we need to be ready to help everybody. So the friend in the story, that third friend, they helped the boy, and they didn't even know the boy, but they helped the boy find his way home. Just like the Good Samaritan in the Bible story helped the friend heal. He took him to a place to heal and made sure he got well. So that is our story today, friends. And I hope my challenge for all of you is to be a good neighbor and think about what that means. we talked a little bit in our daily challenge log about helping our neighbor right nearby, shoveling. In the fall, we could rake leaves. We could help with their pets. There are all kinds of things to help those neighbors. But how do we be a good neighbor to everyone we meet? You think about how you can do that. Be a good neighbor to everyone you meet. Even people at stores and people you don't even know. We can be good neighbors. Hey friends, I think we have some activity sheets that you can pull out. And Miss Susie included all kinds of activity sheets. So my friends out there that maybe are 3 or 4 or 5, maybe some of these activity sheets are fun for you. Like look at this one a little. Let's look at this one because I think all of us can do this. And Miss Susie was sort of struggling with this one. So I'm going to look at these shapes down here and I'm trying to find them in our picture. Because see, this is actually the Good Samaritan taking our friend to get well and after he helped him on the side of the road. But we're to look for these objects up in this picture. And I don't know, I was struggling to find some of these. I wonder, my friends, if you have found any of these. Miss Susie sort of has to look at it up close. It was hard for me to look. Oh, I found one. I found the candle. I'm going to help you with the candle. So, see the candle? I found the candle up here in the tree. Found it in the tree. How crazy is that? A candle in a tree. So that page, my friend, you're just looking for these objects up in our picture. And it happens to be the Good Samaritan. And then what I would do after it, you could color it. It's even like a coloring sheet. And then Miss Susie put in 2 word searches. One that doesn't have as many words. Whoa. And one that has a lot of words is a little more challenging. So if Miss Susie put up this one, and what you do is you take these words down here and you look for them up here. And so I'm just going to take our first one. That word, my friends, is help. Our Good Samaritan, he was a helper. He helped. And look, H-E-L-P. We did it. Help. So that's that word search. But this one is a little harder. This one is definitely a little harder. This one would take Miss Susie a little longer to find words. And there's a whole lot more words in this one. I'm just seeing if I can find any real fast here. I'd have to study. I'd have to look a little longer. Miss Susie I'm not seeing any of these yet. Maybe you can find them and then send Miss Susie a picture of all the words that you found. Oh, Miss Susie found one. I sort of found the easy one, guys, because I looked at the top line. So see this word passed? That means like you passed by. Remember when I told you the story from the Bible? They passed by the person that was injured and hurt. And look up here. Top line, P-A-S-S-E-D. Passed. So that's that sheet. And then I know some of my friends love to do mazes. And here's our Good Samaritan helping our friend. And he takes him to someone's home. It's like a hotel, an inn, to help take care of the injured man. And so you're going to figure out how to go through the maze to get him there. So you work on those sheets, my friend, and you can send me pictures of you with your finished sheets. But remember that we're going to try and learn to be good neighbors and think about ways we can be a good neighbor like that Good Samaritan, and then like our person number 3 in our story that our youth did for us. All right, my friends, let's get those hands in the air. It's time to say a prayer. Miss Susie will say the prayer, and you can join me with a big amen. Dear God, we thank you for Jesus and the stories he taught us. Help us to live out those stories in how we live every day. Help us to be good neighbors to everyone we meet. We love you, God. And all God's people said together, Amen. All right, my friends, I hope you have a fantastic day. Miss Susie loves you. We'll see ya.